All right, well, good afternoon, everybody. This is, I think, the third ribbon cutting of the year for the Chamber and the first one that we're able to do outside. So fortune must be shining on the Healthcare Foundation of Wilson. I'm Ryan Simons, I'm the president of the Chamber, and we're always joined by several members of the Chamber, including the chairman of our board of directors, Wes Berry with BB&T, and Rob Boyette, who's also a member of our board of directors, but is also representing Wilson County. Denise, I want to again thank you for allowing us to do this here, and Dr. Batten, thank you as well. And I know your board and this organization is one that is very much valued to this community, and I hope you'll share with us in a little bit just a few words about what this organization brings to our community. But I will mention that the late Thomas Lucas mentioned to me before his passing how important this organization was to him, and it was really him who mentioned to me how strongly he felt that our two organizations should work together to improve this community, and it's something that I look forward to. It's a partnership that I certainly look forward to helping the Healthcare Foundation in any way that the Chamber can. So with that said, let me turn it over now to my chairman to have some welcoming words from the membership.
Thank you, Ryan, and on behalf of the Chamber membership and the board, we want to welcome you all to the Chamber. Certainly y'all are no stranger to Wilson or the Chamber at all, but really excited about the impact that you all are going to make in Wilson, and we want to help you all make that impact. So please do not hesitate to call the Chamber board or the membership or the staff for anything that we can do. Just look forward to everything y'all are going to do here in Wilson.
Thank you, Wes. And Mr. Boyette, I know you bring an interesting perspective as well, having served on the Board of Commissioners and watching this transaction take place. Maybe some welcoming remarks on behalf of county government.
Thank you, Ryan. It is a great day. I know our former chairman, Thomas Lucas, was excited about the future of the Healthcare Foundation of Wilson. He thought truly that what you can do in the future is going to make a difference in Wilson County and our community, the way we live, and the future of others. And all of that is important to us. I'd also like to say that I didn't know that you'd been in this facility for almost a year come March until just a few minutes ago, but you did pick a fantastic location. As everybody knows, you're in one of the growing parts of Wilson. I think the last year we've probably done 10 or 11 ribbon cuttings just on this stretch of what is it called now? Nash Street West, I think, or North, something along those lines. And so it's a great place to be. A great institution is starting here, been here for a short while, going to be here for a long time to come. We're just excited you chose this location and that you're getting up and going in Wilson. So thank you very much.
And I think a reflection of how revered this organization is to the community is reflected in its leadership. So right now I want to introduce the chairman of the board here at the Healthcare Foundation, Dr. Frank Batten, with any words you might have, sir.
Excuse me. Thank you, Ryan, and thank you all for being here. First, I would like to recognize some of the board members that are here. If you're a board member, raise your hand. Dr. Maddox, Vance Forbes, David West just walked around the edge of the building there. We have had a great board. Been the best board I have ever functioned on, I think. Very diverse, very active. We've had over 95% attendance for the last 2 years at our board meetings, and I mean, they are not easy meetings. They're two hours once a month, and then committees after that, so it's been a lot going on. And we definitely could not have done that without our executive director, which was probably one of the wisest choices we've made since we got started. Denise has set us way ahead of the game. There are organizations, healthcare foundations that are out there that have been into existence for 10 years that are now calling her for advice. So that should tell you something. I think most of you know, but to explain a little bit for those who may not, Healthcare Foundation is an offspring of the affiliation of Duke, Life Point, and Wilson Medical Center. The Healthcare Foundation of Wilson probably to some extent will be dealing more with prevention than the cure like the hospital will be. And something I learned very early that I found very interesting is in North Carolina, 5% of our health care dollars is spent toward prevention. So this puts us in a very good position. With the formation of Healthcare Foundation of Wilson, we still have the hospital, which was public knowledge, $140 million budget yearly. And when we ended up and finished everything with Healthcare Foundation of Wilson through the purchase and also through the reserves, we're going to end up with about another $140 million in Healthcare Foundation of Wilson. So when you look at all of that, Wilson should be very proud and that we have doubled our healthcare system when you look at it that way. Very interesting. I think this sets us above a lot of our neighbors and surrounding communities because Healthcare Foundation of Wilson is the largest healthcare foundation in eastern North Carolina. Hands above, there's no question. And I don't know exactly, but I'm going to, do you know? I'm going to say that we're in the top 5. We may be in the top 10, well, definitely the top 10, but maybe somewhere between 5 and 10 in North Carolina. I don't know exactly what that statistic is, but that is good for our community. Also, so you could say that our healthcare system is doubled. Economically, it's greater than that because now we are paying property taxes or getting property taxes paid on the hospital, which brings in that income. We're getting ready to do a $85 million renovation to the hospital. So economically, it's almost 3 times where we were. So I think Wilson is very fortunate, and we have enjoyed, I think all the members have enjoyed seeing this happen and look forward to a very bright future, and I think a lot of great things are to come. So it may be a little bit slower than some, and you see a lot of advertisements and that kind of thing, but we're sitting back and we're building our foundation. We're getting our foundation right, and we're going to proceed forward and do very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Batten. I appreciate it. Denise O'Hara is the executive director. Denise, do you have anything to add to Dr. Batten's remarks?
I'd just like to thank you all very much for coming out to support us today. We are so excited to make sure as we start our grant rounds, we're in our first grant round now, and we've had some excellent grant applications from our community. So we're just looking forward to everything that we're going to do to make a huge difference for Wilson, and not only for now, but for a lifetime and generations to come. And I think Dr. Batten has laid some good groundwork on how we're making that happen. But just thank you for being here today to help us celebrate this.
Thank you, Denise. And one of the economic benefits I should add is that, the economics of having a healthy community, and that's what hopefully will result from the Healthcare Foundation of Wilson will be better health outcomes for the people that live here. So with that said, why don't we make it official and we'll cut this ribbon and have the open house.
All right, ready?
Hang on, I'm not. Now,
I'm going to take
now
a couple pictures, okay?
Don't cut yet.
Don't cut.
Don't cut.
Don't cut yet.
Okay. One more. Everybody smile. All right, now I'm going to count to 3 and then we'll cut. 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Good job. Good cut.